Resident Evil 2's remake is full of new features and mechanics not previously seen in the original. For example, Resident Evil 1's remake introduced welcomed new additions such as Crimson Heads and Lisa Trevor, so what new things can we expect to see? The health system in Resident Evil 2 brings back the green, yellow, red health states which display Leon's current health. After 1 to 2 bites, you'll drop down to a yellow caution level which is displayed as the bite is happening, something we don't see in the original. After 3 to 4 bites, you'll go down to a red danger level, and anything after that, you're dead. Oh yeah, and the classic death screen has returned. The combat knife in the original Resident Evil 2 wasn't the most viable weapon. Now in the remake, there's a reason why the combat knife has a newly implemented degrade system where after enough uses, the knife will eventually break down. This new knife allows Leon to counterattack a zombie's bite by stabbing the zombie. The knife will stay attached to the stabbed zombie and can only be retrieved upon putting the zombie down for good. This is a similar mechanic in Resident Evil 1's remake where players are able to find daggers lying around the mansion and use them for counters. It's kinda easy to forget the fact that we're playing as a rookie police officer amidst all the horrifying shit that's happening in the game. Well, Leon's got to do a little detective work every now and then, especially with the sometimes elaborate puzzles sprinkled throughout the game. Cycling through icon engraved blocks and getting the correct pattern will allow you to progress in the game, but let's get real for a second. It's the handy dandy police investigation that will help you the most. By simply examining files and notebooks, there should be enough hints that'll point you to the right direction when it comes to solving things. Puzzles have even been implemented onto items themselves now. Portable safes offer a unique code cracking system that actually looks pretty fun to play. I can actually see this being its own minigame app thing. Now my initial guess is that the portable safes have replaced the locked desks being unlocked with small keys found in the original, but it's still too early to tell. Gunpowder is a newly implemented item in Resident Evil 2, and it should help players who aren't so good at aiming. Combining 2 containers of gunpowder will give you up to 15 handgun bullets, while combining regular gunpowder with high-grade gunpowder, another new item, will give you some shotgun shells. Combining 2 high-grade gunpowder containers will give you magnum ammunition, which should come in handy against monsters with fedoras. Because you know, those fedoras are in style nowadays. From the early demo footage we've seen of the game so far, you probably noticed the small amount of items you can carry in your inventory. Well, thankfully, fashionable hip pouches have become the craze in Raccoon City, and they'll add 2 items in your inventory. I'm not entirely sure how many hip pouches there are in the game or how many additional slots are available, but who cares? I'd say that a single hip pouch is enough to make a fashion statement. Herbs work the same way as with traditional Resident Evil games. Green for health, blue for curing poison, and red to amplify each of their effects. What is new, however, is the combination of red and blue herbs that will, as explained by the game itself, strengthen one's constitution. In other words, this might elevate Leon's sense of surroundings, make his movement faster, etc. This addition is similar to stimulants or steroids found in Resident Evil 7. Now, in the original, it was pretty easy to get lost at times and objectives weren't always clear. How does the remake fix this? Yellow tape. Yellow tape will help you figure out which boxes to open, which objects to climb, and which chains need snapping, so expect the bolt cutters to return in some capacity to make opening doors even easier. A common criticism of this game is that it's just too dark. Outside of finding a light switch, finding missing fuses and placing them in a fuse box will help with the lighting issue. A common trope about zombies is that you gotta shoot them in the head, and they'll stay dead. Well, it seems as though Capcom said, fuck that rule, let's make zombies even creepier by making them randomly come back to life. This is what horror games are for, ladies and gentlemen. While the main puzzles found in the original haven't been completely revamped, we will be seeing new puzzles similar to side quests that offer more gear and items. Files are also much more story enriched and offer additional elements we haven't seen previously. For example, there's a room in the game with a programmed C4 that can be ignited by Leon. There's a file in the same room which offers a unique look into the mind of a deranged lunatic who decided to place the C4. Now in terms of new mechanics, what can you see happening in Resident Evil 2's remake? Comment down below and don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe for more survival horror content. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, stay single.